Hey, First Alliance, it's Pastor Chris, and I want to take just a moment today as we continue to move forward in our gathering plan to let you know kind of what our next steps are as we enter phase 1.75. And as we mentioned last week, just as we continue to walk through this fluid time, not quite phase 2, but still we're moving forward, and so I want to make sure we're all on the same page as we continue to regather. So as you come in moving forward, we're not going to be requiring RSVPs for services, but we're still going to maintain the same traffic flow that we've had. And so we're still going to ask you to come in through the red tent here through the office door and come on inside here as you come in. In light of obviously the continuing dynamics of the virus, we're still going to encourage some physical distancing to ensure the safety as we act with care and concern for the whole community. As you come in, again, like I said, there won't be any checking in, but we're going to continue through this. Again, if you're not familiar, these are our new offering boxes. If you haven't seen those yet, in addition to our online giving options at factacoa.com/give, you can also drop your offering in these boxes. There's one here and a couple throughout the building as well this morning. Obviously, while we're here in this section, I want to remind you that Kingdom Kids, our new children's ministry on Sunday mornings, is planning to kick off on July 19th, and that'll be starting at this point for age 4 through 5th grade. Again, we're holding off on nursery and toddlers until a little bit further down the road. But if you have a kid, as you come in, there will actually be a check-in station that will be right over here that's not set up yet. We'll be able to check your kids in as part of our increasing safety procedures, and so just so that you're aware of that, we'll talk a little bit more about that. As you come in, obviously you'll make your way down this hallway towards the sanctuary. Of course, we will continue to make masks available. If you've been watching the news, you know that Governor Kemp has encouraged folks to wear masks, again, as part of a step to help hopefully stem the spread of the virus. We're not requiring it, so it's obviously a choice we want you to make, but they are available. We make them available, encourage you to do that if you're more comfortable, as well as even while you're singing. If you'd like to do that, feel free to do that as we move forward. As you move forward through this area, our greeters will continue to be here in the interchange, welcoming you. We are working on getting actual permanent hand sanitizer stations installed. As you can imagine, those are in short supply, so ours haven't come in yet. Our greeters will continue to be here, not only greeting you, but offering you hand sanitizer as you come in as well to ensure the safety of everybody as much as we can. Obviously, we will continue with our seating pattern here. Again, our seating is spaced out, and so as you come in, there are clusters of seats, again, based on your family size. Encourage you to spread out and fill these spots in throughout the sanctuary as we continue to worship together while still maintaining a measure of physical distance in this time that we find ourselves in. As we continue in this next phase, we will not be offering coffee and connection yet. We also, at this point, just as we watch what's happening and the stats and things like that, we're also want to encourage you to refrain still from hugs and handshakes and physical touch until we get into a little bit better place with all of this. As well, during this time, as I mentioned, the Family Life Center is now open for walking only around the upper track, and our library is available during office hours, Monday through Thursday, about 9:30 to 4. Again, in both those cases, we can't guarantee the cleanliness after every person comes through, and so, of course, do that at your own risk. Finally, as we wrap up here, we just want to remind you that in all of this, there's a measure of personal responsibility that comes as we walk through these days. And so, of course, if you're here and you need to sneeze and cough, and sometimes it just happens because you get a tickle in your throat or something kind of catches in your nose, please be sure you do that into your elbow and not obviously spraying or into your hand. In addition, if you are sick, and whether that's with COVID or any other short-term contagious disease, please stay at home. You can continue to watch via live stream, but please do not come. And of course, if you travel outside the area to an area, even if you're not sick, we would encourage you to consider wearing a mask for the well-being of others when you come back. And also, again, if you've been exposed to somebody with COVID, we would encourage you to consider staying at home for a little bit until that potential incubation period has passed. Finally, again, we will continue to offer live streaming through this, and so we want you to make the choice that is most comfortable for you, considering all the factors and the risk that you may personally feel. And of course, we want to encourage you throughout this as we continue to be scattered, even as we are together as a church. The Fact Weekly, our online bulletin, as well as the Facts You Can Use weekly email are really important sources of information. Please make sure you're taking time each week to review that so you know what's going on and you can continue to be a part of connecting, growing, and engaging together here at First Alliance. As always, if you have questions or something doesn't make sense, please reach out to us. Let us know. We'll be happy to talk you through things. And again, I just want to say thank you. Even as we navigate this incredibly fluid situation, and obviously everybody has different opinions about how this all is, I just want to simply say thank you. Thank you for your cooperation as we continue to act with care and concern for the whole community, as we continue to worship, as we continue to serve and give and pray and live out the reality of Jesus in our homes, in our neighborhoods, in our community. The Lord bless you all.